Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're looking at the NBA slate for Tuesday, November 22nd. We just have a 4-game slate tonight starting at 7:30. A lot of injury news already we have on the slate. Some guys are still questionable, but let's go ahead and get started. As always, if you enjoy the videos, appreciate the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Fell a little bit short last night, so looking to bounce back today on this 4-gamer. Starting off with the point guard picks, Ja Morant is doubtful, so at least he has not already been ruled out. It's a good sign for a guy that was week to week, but you can kind of assume he's not going to play today against the Kings at home. So that's going to open up value in Memphis. We have a lot of value in Philly without Tyrese Maxey and Embiid. We still have Cade is out indefinitely for the Pistons. Still Paul is out for the Suns today, and then you have Murray and Jokic are doubtful for the Nuggets. So you're going to have a lot of value and pieces to look at from those teams. Right now, point guard, first guy I'm looking at is Tyus Jones at $5,900. He just plays starter level minutes without Ja Morant. He can facilitate, score a bit. He's always been one of the best backup point guards in the league just because he doesn't really turn the ball over much, and his assist to turnover ratio is always one of the best in the league. So $5,900 in a good matchup against Sacramento. I will be definitely looking to get to him. Over at shooting guard, Booker still looks great against the Lakers, coming off of a 70, or 2 games ago he dropped 78. Last game still put up a good shooting night, 5 of 8 from 3, but didn't have a great fantasy night. He's still always in play without Chris Paul, but we have D'Anthony Melton is up to 75. It's a big price tag, but the Sixers are very, very short-handed today. I don't know if I want to pay that much. I'd rather go down to $2,200 and go down to Shake Milton, who can perform. Maybe not like 50-point ceiling, but he's had a couple of really big games in his career when he has given some opportunities, and he's going to play huge minutes. He can shoot very well. He can rebound a little bit, facilitate a bit as well, and he's just going to play close to 40 minutes, kind of just soak in that Tyrese Maxey role. And against Brooklyn, it's a shame we're not going to see Ben Simmons go up against Embiid because Embiid is ruled out for this one. That would have been definitely something fun to watch today. But we'll still see. Hopefully Simmons still plays, and we'll see him go up against the likes of Tobias Harris. Doesn't get your juices flowing as much. Other picks at shooting guard are like Dillon Brooks. He took 30 shots. It's not a saying when we just say that Brooks just loves to chuck, and it's Dillon Brooks' time whenever Ja Morant is out, and also Desmond Bane is out. So it's definitely Dillon Brooks' time once again. He's gonna shoot 25, 30 times easily. He's gonna give you some defensive stats, going to be aggressive with peripherals. If he has a good shooting night, you're going to be looking at probably 60 points fantasy-wise. If he has a bad shooting night, not even a bad one, but 13 of 30, not great, and he still put up 52. It's just that sort of ceiling he'll give you without, their 2 highest usage players. So putting in Dillon Brooks at small forward. Other picks at small forward would be Tobias Harris for sure at $7,800 because there is no Embiid, there's no Tyrese Maxey, and he's probable, so he's going to be back after missing a few games. And he's going to be able to take as many shots as he wants. I'm also looking at him, put in at power forward. But other picks at the small forward position would be, you could look to Conchar. Played him last game, he was low owned. But Jaren Jackson's back today, so a little bit less inclined to get to him at that price tag. Still waiting to see if Gordon's able to play. He's missed a few games with an illness, so I assume he's going to be back today, but if not, he can still take stabs at Michael Porter Jr. He's been pretty poor. But Bruce Brown probably looks better for $200 more at $6K. Power forward, Tobias Harris, 78. Good price tag. Gives you 45, 50-point upside today with them missing their stars. Other picks, a lot of guys out here on the Pistons. So you could look to some backups here like Marvin Bagley if you wanted to, or somebody like that. But going down to some of the Sixers options, Daniel House, he played 39 minutes. He's going to play huge minutes again today. So he looks okay. He looks better than PJ Tucker for 200 less, or for 200 more with how bad Tucker's been this year offensively. He's just not shooting at all. The 3 straight games where he's put up 0 points. And moving on to center, Jokic is doubtful. You've seen DeAndre Jordan have a decent game last time out. But right now I'm putting in Jaren Jackson Jr., I wish I stuck with him last time out. I ended up getting elsewhere, but it was in the original video. I ended up putting up 52 points at $5,600 in just 25 minutes. So even if, like I said in that video, 25 plus minutes out of Jaren Jackson, he's going to be one of the best fantasy or point per dollar plays on the slate. And even though his price went up by 800, still kind of the same deal. If he gets 25 plus minutes, he just gives you that sort of ceiling. So he's always a great option going up against a Kings team that gives up points. It should be higher scoring type of affair. So this is what I got right now. Definitely focus on the Sixers today. The Grizzlies didn't really go with any of the Nuggets, but we're waiting on Gordon news. But I still like Bones Highland a lot, and Bruce Brown. Those would be my two favorites. So that's it for DraftKings. Let's look at FanDuel. So point guard picks on FanDuel. Not looking at the top end too much here. Melton maybe, just because he's shooting guard and point guard eligible. But you have Campaign, who I like as well, maybe a little bit more than Melton, just for being 600 less. But Tyus Jones, Shake Milton, they're going to be the two guys I really try to get to. Neither one is shooting guard eligible, but if I had to pick one, it would be Tyus Jones for $5,900. Shooting guard, looking at Booker's almost 10K. Probably won't get to him on this slate. Going in the 6K range, Campaign looks decent, but Bruce Brown is just shooting guard eligible. And Bones Highland is just point guard eligible, so it's another guy that I'm looking at that's tough to get. You can't get to all of these guys. But I like Bruce Brown. He's safe, starts, gives you peripherals, scores a little bit, gives you some defensive stats here and there. Pretty safe for $6,100. Small forward, Tobias and Dillon Brooks are both over 8K, but they're still, I think I might prefer to get to them instead of like Kevin Durant with Kyrie back and like LeBron James, depending on if he's even in. And a tougher matchup against the Suns, who are good defensively. So putting in Dillon Brooks, just with all the upside gives you, I'm not scared of the 8K price tag because I know what he will do without Ja Morant and Desmond Bane. He's just going to shoot as much as he wants. Other options go down for a value piece like Bogdanovic, just with how thin some of the Pistons are at the wing spots, possibly Michael Porter Jr. at his price tag, and then value would be Daniel House. Power forward, if LeBron's in, Davis is in, I'm not looking to get to either one really. I'd rather get to Tobias at 85. Jaren Jackson is expensive at 82. Center's pretty ugly, so we could utilize him at the center spot. Value would be Bogdanovic, and pretty much it. And then last but not least at center, Jokic is doubtful. Don't want to pay 11.5 for Davis against the Suns. So I'll probably end up going with Jaren Jackson. He's going to be able to take a lot of usage as well, just like Dillon Brooks. Not having Bane and not having Ja Morant there, it's a great matchup against the Kings. Should be able to have some success against Sabonis down low. I'm not looking to get to like 57 for Jordan or even Claxton. It's kind of less appealing. He's been pretty poor recently, and Simmons has been playing better, so he could take some more minutes away. But that's what I got today for kind of a first look at this Tuesday slate. It's a 7:30 start, so we'll have an extra half hour to get all the news later in the day. But thank you for watching. Best of luck tonight, and I will catch you all next time.